The conventional approach to language learning is that you have to learn the language so you can speak it. The Hungarian polyglot Kato Lom said, you don't learn a language so you can speak it, you speak a language so you can learn it. But the problem is, how can I speak it if I don't know it? And my solution to that is, don't try to learn a language, don't study a language. I mean, you can also study a language. But if you want to speak a language, play the language, okay? So on my screen here, I've got a module of something I now call LinguaBlox, because I think it's catchy. This is Wolof, and I chose Wolof because I've been learning a bit of it. And it's just to show how it looks in a language that you probably haven't seen before. It's not your Spanish or your French necessarily, okay? So in Wolof Module 1, I've got a question here, nangadef, okay? How do I even know how to pronounce that? Well, hey, I need. Hopefully I'm making friends. I'm on an app at least, or I'm finding, went to the Senegalese restaurant.
You learned Wolof.
It's not a prank. I'm literally just learning it.
You went to Senegal, man.
I didn't. Senegal.
Your accent is perfect, and then you speak like you fluent.
Somehow we want interaction. Maybe I'll hire a teacher, But one way or another, I should know that nangadef means how are you? Now, what's the breakdown there? I don't know. It's like, what are you doing technically or something? Like, what's the big breakdown? Whether I know or I don't know, it's enough to know that if I just memorize nangadef, it's going to work. So I could say to someone who speaks Wolof, Wolof, nangadef, and they'll say, oh, da-da-da, they'll say what they say. Now, if someone asks me nangadef, I have multiple options, right? I could say I'm good, I'm very good, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that, right? You always have options, and those options pivot around a verb starting point. So the verb starting point here is mangi, which is like I am. And then some typical responses in Wolof, I understand, are sijam, which means in peace. Sijam bubach means in peace, very well, or well. And fi just means here. So mangi fi means I'm here. So with no further ado, I don't really need to study this or study that. I'm not starting with grammar. I'm not learning the language so I can speak it. I'm speaking the language so I can learn it. So as soon as I can, I'm going to try to say nangadef to someone, and they're going to go, oh, wow, you speak Wolof, okay. Humor me. Nangadef and mangi sijam, they'll say. Like, okay, ask me. They go, nangadef, and I go, mangi fi.
Mangi fi rek.
Yangi ci jam.
Yon nag.
Man maa ngi nii alhamdulilah.
Yangi si jam.
Maa ngi ci jam.
Alhamdulillah.
Tubaarkalla.
Okay. How can I practice this by myself? I could practice in writing. Like if I don't have a partner right now, I could grab a notebook and just see if I can get it from memory. Because like it's really convenient on the page, all structuralized like that. But really, we want to get this structure in my mind so I don't need to look at anything. But for now, I'm welcome to look. Nangadef, mangi si jam. Mangi si jam bubach. Mangi fi. Fojoge, where are you from? And the phrasing here is, I, Chicago, am from, more or less. So, man Chicago la joge. Or you could say, man America la joge. Or someone who's from Senegal could say, man Senegal la joge. Fo joge, man Chicago la joge. Switch joge to duk. It means living. So where you living? Where do you live, right? Again, man Chicago la duk. Man America la duk. If you're from New York, say man New York la duk. It's not that hard. You just have to commit to it. Senegal, man Senegal la duk, someone says. Dakar, the capital of Senegal. Man Dakar la duk. No tudud. Again, you got to memorize something. So I'm just going to memorize, okay, what are my questions? No tudud, what's your name? I can keep the conversation going this way. Like if someone will hang with me this long in a Wolof conversation, I can say no tudud. Man Tony la tudud. I, Tony, am called. Something like that. Man Tony la tudud. Friend Fabio, friend Diarra, who I was kind of just... So man Fabio la tudud. What Fabio would say, Diarra would say, man Diarra la tudud.
No tudud.
Man Badu la tudud.
Badula.
Waaw, yow no tudud.
Tony la tudud.
Tony.
Right? No tudud. If your name is John, you say man John la tudud. So it's not really about the struggle of it's not about the analyzing grammar and the memorize. This is post-language learning, by the way. Let's call it that. This is post-language learning. Don't learn a language. Speak the language so you can learn it. This one's interesting. Lo defte ce journée. What did you do today? Okay, I don't know the full mechanics grammatically of what's going on there. I just know that someone said this to me like in a text. Lo defte ce journée. What did you do today? Okay, I don't know. I went to the gym and then I went to work. Okay, so look how I can follow the path here. It's like a mental, like a flow chart, all right? Decision chart or something. Demna sport, I guess means I went to the gym. Demna is I went, okay? Demna, important verb starting point. Demna sport. And then I went to work. Après, or après, demna ligue. Or I could say I went to work and then I went to the gym. I can go either way, get it? That's why it does this. Demna ligue, après demna sport. Or demna sport, après demna ligue. All right? That's a good little lesson. And if I'm serious about learning Wolof, I would definitely want to print this, and be like, or just download it, like have it on my phone and be able to somehow use it. It's a conversation generator. I mean, I could pull the thing out and just go off like I could be looking at my phone, which sucks, but like they'll get it, and I'm like, all right, here, I'm generating conversation. Nanga def, and they say, mangifi. What about you? Yonak, nanga def, and I go, mangifi. Fojoge, man Chicago la joge. Fojoge, man Senegal la joge. Foduk, man Dakar la duk. Fojoge Tony, man Chicago la duk. No tudut, man Tony la tudut. Man Fabio la tudut. Lo defte ce journée, demna sport, après demna ligue. Actually, no, wrong order. Demna ligue, après demna sport, or whatever order. All right. So I'm speaking the language. If I just take right, I'm one little step away from using the language out there in the world, and I saved myself all of the trouble of like hundreds of pages of minutia, really grammatical minutia. That gives me the impression that I'm learning the language. You don't learn the language, speak the language so you can learn it.